Nikole Hannah-Jones, The 1619 Project, A New Origin Story. Welcome to an eye-opening journey through the untold stories and truths about America's founding and its connection with slavery, as depicted in Nikole Hannah-Jones's The 1619 Project, A New Origin Story. This summary explores the impact of slavery on the formation of the United States, and the role it played in the country's pursuit of independence. Delving into aspects such as the hypocrisy of the Founding Fathers, the struggle for racial justice, and the concept of reparations, we will unveil a new perspective on the foundations of American society. Together, let's explore how acknowledging and understanding these untold stories can pave the way for a brighter, more equitable future.
The Legacy of 1619. Nikole Hannah-Jones contemplates the meaning of the American flag through the lens of her father's patriotic gestures despite growing up in the violently racist state of Mississippi. She later discovers that the history she learned in school is incomplete and erases the contributions of Black Americans to the formation of the United States. In an urgent call to reevaluate the foundations of American history, Hannah-Jones argues that understanding the legacy of 1619 is crucial to comprehend the systemic racism and poverty that continue to afflict Black Americans today. America's uncomfortable truth. The birth of America was predominantly fueled by slavery, and the Founding Fathers who declared independence did so to protect their profits from the inhumane trade. This book offers a bold perspective on American history and explains how slavery is a fundamental part of the United States of America. The overlooked impact of Black Americans on U.S. democracy. Black Americans have played a significant role in the development and progress of American democracy, despite facing tremendous adversity. During the Reconstruction era, Black activists and politicians fought for and achieved progressive legislation, including the Civil Rights Act of 1868 and the 15th Amendment. However, their gains were short-lived as racial segregation was ultimately deemed legal by the Supreme Court. Black Americans continue to fight for democracy, particularly concerning issues like voter suppression and equal treatment for marginalized communities. The history and contributions of Black Americans are often overlooked and neglected, but it is essential to acknowledge their impact fully. The high cost of racism. Elmore Balling, a successful Black businessman, was murdered by white men who resented his prosperity. Sadly, this story is a recurring theme in American history. Black Americans have been systematically excluded from economic opportunities and are denied intergenerational wealth. Racial justice is economic justice, and it's time to consider reparations for the descendants of enslaved people. The centuries-old legacy of Black poverty in America. White Americans must acknowledge the carefully designed policies that have inflicted centuries of poverty on Black Americans, and work towards federal-level equality and reparations to build a democracy worthy of the Declaration of Independence. By telling the truth about America's history with slavery, we can create a future that uplifts the most vulnerable of its inhabitants and affirms their humanity before the law.
In conclusion, the 1619 Project, A New Origin Story, presents a vivid and unmasking account of America's founding, exposing its deeply rooted connections with slavery. The book's summary invites readers to challenge their understanding of American history, shifting the focus towards the monumental contributions and sacrifices of Black Americans. It reveals the harsh realities faced by the Black community and their unwavering fight for true democracy. Ultimately, it is up to society to acknowledge these historically overlooked truths, so that we can build a future that fully embraces the promises of equality and inclusivity enshrined in the country's founding principles. By understanding the past, we have the opportunity to forge a brighter and more equitable America for all.